Oh, you damn right. You saw it. You saw it. That's right. We look. We back. We back. And I know y'all wasn't expecting me, but you damn right. Mr. TMI is back in the hot seat because I'm with the fellas and we got our own damn sports
show.
Man, I'm sitting here with none other than the infamous Mr. Blaq. What's up, dog?
What's happening, man? What's happening? Good to see you, brother.
I got, the captain BGezy and Statman Big Wheel.
Shout till I die. What up? What up?
Dude, and we got some stuff for y'all, man. But before we get started, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all share the video on the Bold and Driven Facebook page or share the video on the YouTube page so we can get this information out because we got some important information we want to discuss regarding sports tonight, man. So which one of y'all we gonna dive right into it? Who want to kick it off? What we kicking it off with?
Go ahead, Mr. Blaq.
No. Real quick. No? Sorry. Big Wheel, kick it off. Let's finish up the draft situation. Okay. Let's finish that up first. That's a to be continued.
Yeah, so we never did recap our team's respective drafts this season. So I'd like to go over that. We got 3 different teams here represented. So let's talk about how you guys feel like your teams did in the draft. Let's start off with Mr. Blaq, since we're in the Cowboy Nation. How you think your boy did?
I like the draft. I like the.
Do you want me to go over the picks, at least down to like?
Yeah, go ahead for the people. Okay. So go ahead.
Okay, so for the Cowboys, first round they got Caleb Downs at 11, and they also got Malachi Lawrence at 23. Third round they got Jashawn Barham is a linebacker from Michigan, and they got 3 picks in the 4th round. Offensive tackle from Penn State, Drew Shelton, a cornerback from Florida, Devin Moore, and a defensive end from Alabama, LT Overton.
Right. So, being that I'm a realistic sports fan, the approach for it that I wanted them to take was defense. We obviously know that the Cowboys had a prolific offense last year, 2 outstanding receivers, adding a running game with that. Dak Prescott played good ball. And I've been very critical of Dak Prescott before. So I'm saying that not likely that he had a good year last year. And I actually like Brian Schottenheimer. So to me, as a fan, this felt like the most important draft in a long time because now we're feeling like because we didn't lose anybody on the offense really, even though we got the looming drama with George Pickens, we get that under control. If you get us a defense, we're a contender because of the offense. So I felt like they addressed that. I love the Caleb Downs pick because everybody has been raving about Caleb Downs. Of course, Ohio State underachieved this year because with all the talent they had in the first round, they should have been national champions. But the fact that Caleb Downs is, a lot of people are calling him a culture changer. Well, for me as a fan, I like words like that because I never feel like we have an alpha on defense. I never feel like we have a quarterback, somebody that's going to make sure we're in the right position, going to make sure big plays get given up. You add that along with the defensive coordinator from Philly. Thank you, BGezy, because everybody, is raving about how much silver guru he is. So he wanted Caleb Downs very badly. So we got guys that he wanted in free agency and the draft. So I'm excited about it. I don't know about past the 3rd pick, which is the linebacker out of Michigan. Past that, I don't know what those guys are going to do with the kid out of Florida, the offensive tackle, and the defensive end out of Alabama. I don't know what those guys are going to do. But the first 3 picks, I'm with it. We got a safety that's supposed to be, a generational type safety. And we got some help on the edge to rush the passer. And again, we got a linebacker that they're probably going to have off the ball because we needed inside depth at linebacker. So I'm good with the pick, and I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys do.
They definitely did go defense. I mean, out of their 7 picks, 5.
Hold on.
just real quick. 5 were defense, so 2 were offense. So definitely did fill in on defensive. Go ahead.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but it disturbs my soul, and I call cap on Mr. Blaq because
Call him
he
out.
said a magical word of did I hear something about generational change or generational
Right.
talent or some shit like that from Mr. Blaq, who didn't believe that Caleb was a generational talent when I said it 2 seasons ago on the damn sports show. I
I
know
don't
I
know
can
if that
hear
was me.
generational talent come out your
I
mouth. I'm
don't,
just
I
saying.
don't, I don't know if I've ever talked about Caleb Downs before, so I don't know if that was me, brother. I
You
don't
throwing
know if
that
that was me.
you throwing that word around real loosely, Mr. Black.
I'm not.
Man,
I'm not throwing it around. This is what people have said.
I
So
don't give a
some
damn about
analysts.
people.
Hey, look. I don't know what Caleb Downs is going to be, but according to the
Okay.
experts, people who grade the drafts that watch more tape and study this far more than I do, they think he's a can't miss prospect. So if you telling me that's going to be the person that's going to be quarterback in the defense, because we haven't had a safety like that since maybe like Darren Woodson. So we're talking about back in the day, you know.
Right.
So
He
if you
wasn't
telling me,
generational.
huh?
He wasn't generational.
Okay, if Hall of Fame caliber, it ain't gotta be generational. If he Hall of Fame caliber, if he all pro caliber, I'm cool with that. As long as he not just a guy. Long as he not just a guy, I'm good with the pick.
And my thing is now everybody want to go get them a Caleb.
Right.
Hey man, I'm looking forward to it. That's all I gotta say.
Yes,
I
sir.
think personally that word is hard to use on defense.
Generational, I get it.
Generational talent, unless you got like a Reggie White,
Right.
somebody like that,
Lawrence
unless you got like
Taylor,
a Dion or
Lawrence
Darrell
Taylor, yeah,
Reeves,
for sure.
Ronnie Lott, those are generational players. There's not too many of them players gonna come around on defense that's gonna change the game because like I know, he's a rookie and
Right.
everybody's gonna be going at him.
What they rave about is IQ though, BGezy, and I think that the most important thing for him to be in his position, especially having the youth on his side, is already having that mental. If
So
he doesn't have to, if he has a quick way of picking up the defense to where he can get other people in position, not only that he's making plays, but getting it to where everybody else is making plays, I'm gonna take that. You know,
yeah,
because the X's and O's aspect of the defense sometimes hurts players who have gifted athletic abilities. They
yeah.
come in, run a 4.4 40, do all these reps on the bench press, can jump out the gym, but they stupid as hell when they come to X's and O's. So
But
I'll take Caleb being an intellectual and also
okay,
having some athleticism because I need somebody who's going to get the defense in order on that side of the ball. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So if he's just that, he don't have to be, Troy Polamalu or Ed Reed. I want that. But if he's not that, if he's somebody though that can make sure we're in the right position and make sure the defense ain't
Yeah.
giving up big plays, I'll take that because my offense is the juggernaut right now. If we come back like that and we got the defense playing well, then we don't know. We'll see what happens.
I got a question.
I get where you're coming from.
I got a question. And it's me. I don't recall, like BGezy said, I can't recall a name since maybe Dion that
Yeah.
Reeves.
they said came in as a game changer on the
Yeah,
defensive side because the rest of the guys that y'all named developed that when they were in the league. They
yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
come in as that.
You're right.
No,
So,
no, it's not a lot of hype on defensive players being that. I feel like they was talking about Sertan that way. They knew
okay,
Sertan was going to be all pro, best corner in the league type talent. They knew that.
got it.
Sertan Jr. But to BGZ's point, there's not a lot of players on defense. Hell, any players for that matter that they're really saying generational or game
Yeah,
changers because Fernando Mendoza was the #1 pick, and it's some people that's blow on him. Some people that feel like he was more of a system quarterback. So it's like, I've heard some high praise like Peyton Manning when it comes to him, but I've also heard people say that in stronger quarterback drafts, he would have been like the third or fourth quarterback taken. So, it's about when you come out.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
I
who
think
got that
that
#1 pick and what their needs are? Because
Yeah.
Vegas definitely needs a quarterback.
I think that
BGezy.
at cornerback. Not because
Oh, go ahead.
at cornerback, it's hard. It's hard to be a field general at cornerback. Usually, when you think about those type of people who are able to call plays, number one, they're not going to be rookies, and then number two, they're going to be somebody who can see the whole field, not just one side. Which you
Well, he's a safety.
A safety or a middle linebacker. I think like to your thing, Tate. You know, not he was a generational talent, but Brian Urlacher, when he played, he was more like the captain of the defense. You think about Ray Lewis. So usually linebackers and safeties are those people that see that. Cornerbacks, you really usually are focused on locking down the number one receiver. What's going on with the rest of the defense? That's on the linebackers and the safeties.
I thought Caleb is a safety. Do I have that wrong? Ain't he a
I
safety?
thought he was a cornerback.
I thought it was a cornerback.
No, they say he's a safety. They got him
That's what I
listed as a
thought.
safety. Yeah.
Because
What's his
the
stats?
highlights
What's his-
that I saw, it seems like it was coming from the cornerback position.
That's what I thought too.
So he plays slot sometimes. I
Okay.
think is what y'all saying. But Darren Winston did that too. Played slot sometimes. Like when in slot situations, he'll
Yeah.
go down and then you'll bring in maybe like a Malik Hooker to take his spot up top. But if I'm not mistaken, his primary position is safety.
Okay.
Yeah, they got him listed as a safety. Yeah.
What's his stats? Will, like what's his height, weight?
Caleb Downs.
Yeah, because I think that matter too.
Yeah, he a little guy though.
Yeah, he said
He like 5'10",
Yeah.
5'10" or
10,
something.
5'11", 206 pounds.
Yeah,
Damn, I
can't
coulda
really
made
see.
You could have made it take.
Need about 30 more pounds.
Yeah, he
You should have
All I had
played
to do was
safety. Huh?
All I had to do was focus. I could have made it. Shit, if he made it.
Well, BGezy, I also heard somebody comp him to Bob Sanders. Now, Bob Sanders didn't have a long shelf life, but Bob Sanders, when he was playing at the height of his game, he topped 2-3 safeties in the league. Like Bob Sanders was the man. Like I think he even won a Defensive Player of the Year award.
I would say
So
three.
if
I wouldn't say two because he was in the league the same time as Palomalo and Ed Reed, and you would never put him above them two.
I don't know, I think that's preference. I think that's preference. No, listen,
No.
it's what you're asking your safety to do.
No.
That really
It's talent, bro.
No, I'm saying it's not that simple with talent because if I don't need Troy Polamalu to do the things that I need Bob Sanders to do in the same defense, that's different. But they all had similar skill sets. They all fly around the ball, tackle, intercept, get the defense in position. So even if he's not quite that, but he's in the mold of that, injuries is the only thing that'll really, derail it. So, but shit, injuries is applicable to anybody. Any one of these guys can get hurt.
I can't never see him in the same category as them two, but that's a whole nother argument.
I mean, that's how I pray, so I get it. But hey, we'll see.
Yeah.
You never know what these guys are until they play their first snap or play some football, some real NFL football. We don't know what any of these guys are gonna be. But I can say about what he's projected to be and what the experts think.
Yeah.
I'm good with the pick.
So, Mr. Blaq, let me ask you this, and then we can move on. Don't you think 5'10" is a little short with these big old receivers now to be lining up against somebody one-on-one?
Well, if you're asking him to tackle like a linebacker, you know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying, but I don't. Speed guys are big now. So if he's a guy with some speed that can chase some of these slot receivers and keep that at bay, I ain't worried about it. He ain't gonna be having to tackle DK Metcalf every game, So I'm good with it.
And can I add on, BGezy? I'm a little offended at your comment because I'm 5'9" and Big Will is 6'4", and he used to try to come out and do that little wide receiver shit when I was a goddamn safety or cornerback.
Okay.
And trust me, wasn't nothing happening.
Are you folding them up, Tate? You was out there folding them up, man?
Clip him, baby.
You know how people see things in their defense, and they just piped themselves up like they was all pro.
Yo,
Like the
hey
reality
Tate,
is not your memory, man. You need.
hey Tate said he was all American out there, boy. You better watch out.
I see what he's
Clip,
saying.
clipping him, and he bet he
Yeah,
did
No,
too.
yeah,
Jump ball. It wasn't even no question, baby. I got it.
yeah. Okay.
but to answer your question though in full, BGZ, would you like a prototypical 6'2", you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying, 215 type
yeah,
guy, something like that?
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yep.
It,
But they're been big on his intellectual. So that's what I'm saying. If he's the intellectual that they say he is, to where he truly understands the X's and O's, like I'm cool with that give and take because I don't want a super athletic guy, but X's and O's done. You know what I'm saying? You get some rarities to where guys have both, like Ed Reed, like Palomalu, to where they got nice size, you know, for the safety position and they can play it. But like I said, if he's gonna be the quarterback of the defense, where he knows where to be at around the ball, make some plays, I'm good with it. I don't care if he was 5'7" or six
but
seven. God damn it,
but
if he gonna make plays, I'm with it.
but typically your cornerbacks and safeties are not large guys, right?
No.
No, well, safeties can be like in that, but you're right though, because if you have a 6'4" corner, that's abnormal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For him to be that
Yeah.
big. So yeah, no,
Because
I feel you.
because I'm gonna throw it back a minute, but Lemieux Stinson came to our high school from he played for the Chicago Bears a long time ago, and that
Hmm.
Negro was looking me eye to eye. He was no size. So,
Yeah.
right, Plug, you remember that?
I don't remember him.
You remember that? Yeah, Lemieux Stinson came to our high school. So yeah, he was not a big guy at all. So, but
Mm.
on the average, I don't think those cornerbacks and safeties are large guys.
Mm-mm.
No.
They range between like the 5'9" and
Six,
6 feet
six.
kind of corner.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
safe, but safeties, you can have some guys that get up to about 6'1", 6'2", you
Yeah.
know, have a little height and a little weight on them. So I get what BGZ's talking, but I'm good with it though. You know, I'm good with it. I'm ready
Right.
to see what he can do.
We'll see.
All right. Now, BGezy, your
Yes, sir.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, run
We'll
that
just
down.
kind of go through their first three picks. Cause like y'all really didn't have a lot of picks early on. Most of y'all picks came late, 5, 6. You got 3 in the 7th round. I don't
Right.
think they're gonna be impact players. But first round, y'all got Mekhi Lennon from wide receiver from USC.
AJ Brown replacement.
Eli Stowers, a tight end from Vanderbilt in the
Okay.
second round. And the third round, Markel Bell, an offensive tackle from Miami. What do you
I
think
like
about your
those.
draft, man?
I didn't see all the picks, but those three, if I had to grade it, I would probably say a B minus. We have a lot of problems with a lot of the guys on the line. They're getting older, so it's time to spell some of them guys when the little dings and nick injuries come on. So it's good. You can't never have enough of those. The wide receiver position, I think it was necessary because I think that the general consensus is that AJ Brown is leaving. I think it's June 1st when they're allowed to trade. He wants to go. So it's time to go ahead and let him go ahead about his way. So that Leonard Lemon guy, I think that from what I've seen, I like that. We got a decent core receivers. The tight end thing, and tight ends in the offense that we run, Goddard, he's pretty good. So the packages that we run, maybe you can run a 2 tight end set and get him the ball sometimes. But I would say a B minus. I was really looking for defense. We drafted this one dude. I heard he was like Miles Garrett type, height and weight. That's what I'm really interested in to see what that guy can do because I think our offense is pretty solid. Some tweaks with the offensive coordinator and Jalen Hurts, mechanics, which they're probably where they're at. He's not going to get no better than he is. But I want to see some playmakers on defense, which I feel like we already got a few there. So the offense, you add 1 or 2. The defense, that's what I want to see. But I think that guy may be a sleeper pick if he can be anything, which Myles Garrett's a freak. So I don't expect him to be Myles Garrett, but with that size and that height, and then the other core lineman we got, he might eat. So I think that might be our sleeper pick. And I'm like I said, I give our draft a B minus.
Who is
You
he
might be.
talking about?
He might be talking about the guy in the 7th round, Uwar Bernard. He's a defensive tackle from the International Player Pathway, whatever that is.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He like
yeah.
six. He like 6 something, 6'4" something, 300 some pounds.
Let me say you the trouble, BGezy. He ain't gonna be shit.
Okay. Well, you know what though? Here's the thing. Those 7th round picks sometimes, those late round picks sometimes you just never know.
So
No,
he's
BGezy.
6'4", 306
No.
pounds.
Hey man, I'll take
No,
And
it.
what? I'm sorry. What position is that again?
I think he
Uh,
DE,
defensive tackle.
defense tackle. Okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
yeah, no,
Interesting.
BGezy. I do think you are underrating the Eagles draft a little bit. I think them getting Mikhail Lemon was like a great pick
Yeah,
because,
I
like
said
you
it was.
said, no, but I'm saying I think you're underestimating how big of a value that was because they were really high on that guy, and also the fact that AJ Brown has been disruptive to the team. You know, like
Yeah.
whatever, even in the midst of y'all winning, losing, whatever, AJ Brown has been disruptive. So
Yeah.
if you get that guy out for the locker room, that's going to be significant. Now you got a young, hungry, talented receiver
Exactly.
coming in that people like. I think that's
Yeah.
going to be significant for you guys' offense. I
Yeah. Most
also
definitely.
thought what was an underrated move was the Eagles trading for the Vikings defensive end. Greenard or what's his name?
Grenard.
Some the huh?
I know you're talking about Grenard. I know
Yes,
you're talking about.
Bernard, right? Because he can really rush the passer. So
Yeah.
you guys really address offense and defense.
Yeah.
And I know with Goddard came back on a 1 year deal. So I
Yeah.
think that this guy may be possibly be Goddard's replacement next
That's
year
it.
because they don't want to pay Goddard for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? So I think they got the replacement for Goddard. They got the replacement for AJ Brown. They got some pass rushing on the defense. So
Yeah.
I'm adding that in with their draft. So to me, this is why Howie Roseman continues to be at the top when
Yeah.
it comes to making moves and to actually making the Philadelphia fan base feel like we're doing something to compete. So I actually think y'all had a better draft than what you may think y'all had.
I said B minus.
We'll see. Big Will, it's on you because I didn't really focus on the draft as far as who we got. So what's your rating?
That's a good
Well, I
draft.
did, and I'm pretty happy with the fact. First round, they got the other top safety, which is Dylan Thieneman from Oregon. Second round, they got Logan Jones, a center from Iowa. Third round, they got another tight end, it's just Sam Roush from Stanford. Third round, they also got Xavier Thomas, the wide receiver from LSU. Then the other piece was kind of like fill in pieces. One guy that might be a sleeper is the sixth pick, Jordan Vandenberg. He's the defensive tackle from Georgia Tech. A lot of people saying that might be a steal. That's a sleeper pick. He might play well in the defense in the role that he's asked to play in Dennis Allen's defense. But going back to the top parts of the draft for the Bears, I'm real happy. Dylan Thieneman, like I said, him and Caleb Downs, from what I've heard, they kind of were alternating back and forth on which one was considered the best safety coming out. He kind of slipped to the Bears at 25. So I'm happy that we got him because he was projected to go to Minnesota. So I'm glad that he's not opposing us in our division, that he's on the team. I saw some highlights. He when you were talking about Caleb Downs, Mr. Blaq, everything you were talking about with Caleb Downs, that's what I heard about Dylan Thieneman. He has a high IQ. He also has the athleticism to go with it too. So he can play well in Dennis Allen's defense to go along with Kobe Bryant. The way he uses his safeties, he like brings up to the line and like he disguises their coverage. Sometimes they'll drop back, sometimes they'll rush the passer. So and they both are fast enough to do that. So that's why I feel like he's a good pick. Second round, Logan Jones, center from Iowa. Iowa always, fills the league with top offensive linemen. He won the reward, whatever award, I forgot the name of the award, but he won the award for the top center in college football. So he's competing to be the starter this year, probably not, but if he
It
can
might
win
be the
any kind of
Groza.
move,
Is it the Groza?
maybe. I don't know,
Or
but
the or no, or the B, the Birmingham or something like that.
oh,
Belinikov?
okay. No,
That ain't
that's the
Belinikov.
wide receiver. I know that one. But he's pretty much the center of the future. So definitely by next year, he's expected to win that job. But if they saying if he could win the job this year because the person they got to fill in for the retired center, they actually pretty much see him as a stopgap. So and they didn't really give up much to get him. So if Logan Jones could win the job in training camp, cool. But if not, then it'll be his by next year. And then Sam Roush, they already got two tight ends on the roster with Cole Kmet and Colston Loveland. So it was a little bit surprising, but then Ben Johnson, he's an innovator offensively. So they're thinking about him playing a lot of 13 personnel with three tight ends. So with him, I'm interested because the fact that he drafted him that high and they already got two good tight ends on the roster. I'm interested to see what Ben Johnson is thinking. So I'm kind of excited to see what they're gonna do this offensive season. Also, Xavier Thomas, other third round pick, wide receiver from LSU. He's a speed guy. He had the second fastest 40 in the combine. The Bears were lacking a speed guy, so that's what the role that they're looking for him to play. Again, with Ben Johnson, with him and Luther Burden playing that trick role that DJ Metcalf,
And y'all lost DJ
DJ
Moore.
Moore. Yeah,
Yeah.
DJ Moreau. So I want to see I'm kind of excited to see all the weapons that Ben Johnson has, how you plan to use them. And also, I'm glad that they did go defense when they first pick with Dylan Thielman. They lost a lot on defense this offseason. They lost all four of the safeties that was on the roster. So to get those two guys, one in free agency, one in the draft, it helps defensively. And again, I'm trying to from what I've heard about this defensive tackle in the sixth round. Jordan Vanderberg. I want to see what he can do. So I'm pretty excited with it. Pretty happy with the draft.
Give him a
Oh, one more
grade.
thing. One more thing. Malik Muhammad. Talked to my brother-in-law. He watched a lot of college football. He's a cornerback from Texas. He said he's a good player too. So they also, like I said, they lost a lot on defense, especially in the secondary. If he can come in and win the job and be a starter, even better. Grade, I would say I'll give him a B plus, because I don't watch college football, so I don't know. I just kind of been going off with the experts been saying it after the draft. Also, they also got a linebacker from Arizona State. They are soft on linebackers too, so that could be a good help. As far as the other, I forgot the tight end from that they got in the second round or third round. He's from Stanford, so he's a smart guy. That's what they're saying. So he also should fit in well with this offense. So yeah, I'll give it a B plus.
All right, bet. I know one thing. If I don't do nothing else, I will be getting me a Kobe Bryant Chicago Bears jersey. Just saying. I'm just saying.
Hey,
So,
is he wearing number 82 or number 24?
bruh, if he do, I'm getting me one immediately.
Me.
Wow, that'd be
Well, let
cool.
me see.
Yeah.
He spelled it a little bit different. It's Cobie, I think.
It don't matter, bruh. You
Hey, as
spell
long as he
Bryant
got
the
Bryant
same,
on the
right?
back, yeah,
Yeah, hell
right.
yeah. 8 or 24, that'll be woo fire. Hey, so we're gonna move on. Speaking of, man, let's get into some NBA playoffs.
Yeah. The game
Because
on that's a good one too.
we are down to 8, right?
Yup.
Yep.
And I'm gonna kick it off and say the Knicks are looking strong than a month. What y'all
Yeah.
think?
Yeah. I'm watching a little bit of it now. They were my sleeper pick when it first started to get to the finals. And I don't think it's a sleeper no more. I think the way the path is, they're probably going to make the finals.
I mean, I don't disagree with that because they are playing the best basketball right now. Only thing I say is if Cat go back to the small big man role, they're gonna lose. He got to
Yeah.
continue to play big,
Yeah.
and he can't lean 100% on Jalen Brunson, man. Jalen Brunson is a beast, absolutely, but he needs that solid second in order to bring it on home. Everybody
Yeah.
else, the role players are doing an awesome job.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. He having an
But
off
if
night
if
tonight,
if
but
Cat disappear, it's over.
they're still in the game.
Okay.
Look, for me, it's prove it. I mean, I'm not high on New York. Yeah, they won their first round. They should have. They had more problems than they should have really with Atlanta, but they
That's
did beat
true.
them. So give them credit. Um, the way that it opened up with Boston losing, that kind of opens things up for them a little bit. But I wouldn't take Philly for I wouldn't look past them. I wouldn't take them for granted because they in this game and they without Joel Embiid. So if Joel Embiid gonna be hindered and out for the series, then that kind of helps them out too. But if he's
Yep.
gonna be in,
No,
him versus Cat, you got to get an edge to Embiid.
we do, but he didn't play
Uh,
tonight.
Well,
yeah,
Yeah, and it's a tie game in New York.
well,
Well,
this
they
is
I
my
they
understand
problem.
what
actually
you.
up. They up two now.
This is my
I
problem,
understand what
real
you're
quick.
saying. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead, Tate.
Really quick, and you can have it. My problem is not Joel Embiid. My problem is Paul George. Can Paul George sustain solid play through the playoffs? Because we have not yet to see it.
He ain't relevant no more, Tate.
But
He ain't.
he's not relevant anymore, but he's gonna be a strong factor in them advancing.
If they
I don't
advance,
think they're going to get past the series. I don't. I
yeah, I
think
don't
this
either.
is much about nothing. I think without a healthy Embiid, if you
Yeah.
had a healthy Embiid, I'll probably take the Sixers over because I think that Embiid brings that much of an advantage for the Sixers, along with everybody you're saying in concert with Paul George being that he only had in that situation he's like the fourth scoring option. So as a number four scoring option, yeah, I'm taking Paul George. But overall, I don't think a hurt Embiid is going to be able to allow them to get past the Knicks. I think the Knicks will be in the conference finals. But I don't think we'll talk. We probably talk about that later. I think no, we're talking about the playoffs in general, huh?
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
I don't think the Knicks. I don't think it matters who's coming out the East because I don't think nobody in the East can
Agreed.
beat the top players in the West, the top teams in the West.
Well, I'm not gonna bet Big Will this year on a damn pizza about OKC.
Right. Nah, I
That's
don't
for
think
damn
nobody can beat
sure.
OKC.
And really quick, y'all, this is the question that I want to ask Mr. Blaq. When in the hell have you ever seen a healthy Joe Embiid?
Facts.
He was
No,
hurt
that's
during the
true.
draft.
Right. He shut out like the first 2 years, I believe, of his career, right?
Right.
So
You ain't
no,
never
I
seen a
get what
healthy.
I get what you're saying, but he's visibly like he's not even 85% right now. So I'm saying without a moderately healthy MB, I don't think they get past the Knicks. I don't think Edge Home, Maxi, and an inconsistent Paul George is going to get them past Brunson, who's going to give you 25 every night.
At least.
Now, Cole Anthony Towns is inconsistent at times, but the way that what's it, Mike Brown been using him, you know what I'm saying, started in the Hawk series, it seems to be they have some rhythm going to their offense, using him that way as more like the point forward. So if they continue to use him in that way, then maybe that's something they didn't figure out, but for everybody else to figure out. And they
Right.
haven't been playing like that all year, so that might be their secret weapon to get to the conference finals. I just don't think it's going to matter because I think whether it be San Antonio or Oklahoma City, and of course, this is me saying if Minnesota doesn't win over San Antonio, I'm still thinking that San Antonio is going to win the
They
series.
probably are.
But either way, I don't think that anybody in the East is going to beat the Thunder or the Spurs. So that's why I say it really don't
Oh,
matter. They could get there, but
hold,
they're not going
Hey,
to win.
hey, Mr. Black,
hold on.
that's
I think
probably
we putting the
that's
cart
probably the
before the
most
horse,
sensible
though.
thing you said all night.
Damn.
You said what?
That's the
Damn.
most sensible thing you said all night.
It's cool.
Hey,
It's
but
cool.
I think we putting the cart before the horse because Big Will and Mr. Blaq and even BGezy, man. Do y'all think the West is so good that they can possibly wear each other out before they get to the finals?
Nope.
And that be a determining factor where
Nope.
the championship can come to the East?
Nope.
Not the two teams that I've said because
It's a lot of
they
people going
young
down.
teams.
It's a
They
lot of
young.
But it's a
people going
lot of
down.
youth. It's a lot of youth and depth on San Antonio and Oklahoma City.
Yep.
Yeah, remember both of these teams have 7, 8 deep on the bench. They
Yep.
got players just coming off, dropping 15 to 20 points, and you
Yep.
like, damn, who is that? You know,
when we get to the finals, it's a different beast.
Nah.
It's a different.
No, that's true, but these are young teams.
OKC
Like
already showed they can do it. OKC did it last year. They showed that they can get there and they can win on that level and shit.
Uh-oh.
What the hell? I thought that was me. Shit, I
Yeah,
thought it was me.
no.
Well,
nobody in the East has experience like OKC got that championship experience, and that matters in the finals, like you said.
Right.
But can we say OKC is one key player away from getting hurt, away from being out of it?
No. Nope.
I don't know. They got a lot of depth.
Wait, how you gonna come back unfrozen and disagree?
No, so this is what I'm gonna say, right? Their bench could be starters on other teams. That's how good those guys are.
I agree, but we're not talking about a regular season game. We talking
No. They doing it in the playoffs. Like Mr. Blaq said, the one time I agree with him tonight, they're coming off the bench dropping 15, 20 points in playoff games against good competition. So I think they are probably closest to the next man up than any other team in the finals.
I agree, but we know when they get to the finals, assholes get real tight.
Yeah.
And when you have not ever had that type of experience, and I'm going to say that New York is hungry enough because they smelled it before. You see what I'm saying? They was close.
I get you going.
Hey, ain't nobody got experience.
Okay.
No, nobody got experience, but you
No,
talking about young
I'm
guys
saying no, I'm saying nobody has experience until you have it. Oklahoma City, we were saying the same thing about them last year. Oh, well, they ain't got no experience. Then they won. San Antonio could be this year's Oklahoma City. They don't have that experience, but then they win. And the alien man, now listen, when this guy gets it in his head that can't nobody do nothing with him, he truly is unstoppable. I think that first game, I don't know if he was in his head, if he was tired. I don't know what it was. He did have like 12 blocks, but he definitely wasn't aggressive on offense. And when he's aggressive on offense, can't nobody do nothing with him. Nope. So if he plays like that, I think San Antonio is truly a threat to beat the Thunder in the conference finals and win the championship. Because what are the New York Knicks? What are the Philadelphia 76ers? Or what are the Cleveland, Detroit? What are they going to do with the 7-5 alien? So I think that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, but the 7-5 alien, every time he got touched by what's number 30 on the Timberwolves? Sorry. Julius Randle. He hollered ouch. He hollered ouch every time Julius Randle touched him.
No,
so
to Big Will's.
My nervousness about the alien is how durable is he through all these playoff games and getting through the finals. He's not
valid point
right now.
So I don't know if it's. So I think it's more of a durability. I can see what you're saying, but to Big Will's point, he's light. He's little. So that's why you can have Julius Randle box him out in certain situations. But at the same time, we're talking about just a few scenarios to where he can be X'd out. Other than that, he's a problem everywhere else. 12 blocks is not normal for nobody. That man had 12 blocks. You know what I'm saying? And that was a bad night for him. That triple-double was a bad night for him. You heard him in the post-game conference talking about he wasn't in his game tonight. He didn't have a good game. So that's a bad game for him. If this was anybody else that got 12 blocks, we'd be like, shit, man. Hey, bro, what's up? Are you seen that game? But because it's Wemby, because he's 7'5", there's a certain level of expectation of him getting blocked. But I'm saying if you pair that 12 blocks, those 15 rebounds with 30 points, they win the game easily, probably. So I'm saying that because of that.
I feel you, but I'm kind of fast forwarding. If he's having issues with Julius Randle putting a body on him, imagine adding 40 more pounds of Cat to that.
Cat ain't no big guy like that. He played more like
Cat bigger than Julius Randle.
Size wise, I'm talking about the game.
Wise.
Yeah.
You bumping with Cat down there, that's 40 more pounds, and you
That's
already having problems
you're
with
not
Julius
hearing what
Randle.
I'm saying. He's not a bumper. He's not a
They
back to the
gonna
rim
make
guy.
him a bumper. They gonna
All
tell
right,
Cat,
man.
put a body on this dude,
Crazy.
man.
So now you expecting that he's gonna play differently, specifically for
He might.
Wemby. Nah, man.
All right,
No.
when he throw
Yeah,
Wemby hip out of place, we gonna see what's up.
I think
Yeah.
you'll have a better case if you was talking about somebody like Joker or Embiid that can use their size on the inside or is known for
Can we
using their
stop bringing
size
up
on the
Embiid?
inside.
We know he gone. He gone.
Yeah,
He gone.
he might play one game. He might
He
play one
might.
more game in this series, and that's it. He is Anthony Davis 1.5.
I
Whoa,
agree with BGezy.
whoa,
I agree with
whoa.
BGezy. He is Anthony Davis that will never see a championship.
No, y'all wrong on that one.
But
MB
even
is a
to
better
that
player
point,
than Anthony Davis.
I'm not saying
Why-
never see a championship. I'm talking about staying healthy.
He ain't never
but
gonna see a
they having
championship.
problems with. They're not winning comfortably at home against Philly without him.
Right.
So how do y'all think they just gonna advance and be this team that can compete with anybody in the East? I mean,
They'll
in the
make the
West.
adjustment. They'll make the adjustment. They game plan for Embiid, and then his toe was hurt at the last goddamn minute.
They knew he was out yesterday. Nah.
Hey man, they winning this game right now. They up by like 6-7 points.
Who
Yeah,
is?
New York, right?
New York is up. Like with 2 minutes to go.
Hey man, Mike Brown. This is cake for them, dog. Mike Brown.
Philly is not beating New York without Embiid,
No.
bro. That's just bottom line.
They're not beating them with Embiid.
I don't
And
know
New
about
York-
that one, Tate. I mean, BG's. I don't know
New
about
York
that
gotta
one.
show me.
Look,
Like,
he
they ain't showing
played
me
game
nothing.
1 and they lost.
You said what now?
He played game 1 and they lost.
But you know he wasn't right, man. They just came off the game 7. You know what I'm saying? With who was it? Who was they playing in the first round?
Boston.
Boston?
And guess what?
Yeah,
If
that's
Tatum had played, they probably would have
Mr.
been
Blaq.
here.
Mr. Blaq, when they beat Boston, that was their championship. It's
Facts.
over. It's over.
Tate is cooking tonight.
It's
they
over.
still in there.
You cooking with the right hand.
They still in there.
It's
They
over.
still in there. But I do think New York is going to win the series. New York is going to win the series. It just doesn't matter because the West is winning the championship.
Hey, so Mr. Blaq, how many games? Just say New York about to win this game. It's 105-99 with 2:12 to go. So they're going to be up 2-0. How many games you give Philadelphia in this series?
1.
I think with Embiid, because I know he's still going to be hurt, it goes 6. I think without Embiid, it's 5.
What is your
I agree with that.
what is your love? This love that you got for Embiid.
Yeah, man.
Look, man, just
done?
because.
Wait, no, hold on.
It's a
What has he
bromance.
ever done? What has he ever done that made you get this type of love for Embiid?
Y'all talking like this man ain't a former MVP. Y'all before the league.
Who
Yeah,
did
but
that?
look at what he's
Who
done
voted that
since.
shit?
Embiid is a former MVP. Did y'all miss that year when he won the MVP?
That's because they ain't had nobody else
How
to
many
pick.
years it's been?
Man, come on. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know what this man did to y'all.
I guess I got that same question for New York. What have they done? Ever?
I was very
They won
impressed.
the championship since 70 what?
Excuse me,
76, 79?
Sir.
This is a different team.
You're talking about the interleague champions. With the
With the in season
the in-season champions, bro.
Yeah, give them some credit.
Hey,
Put some respect
hey,
on
look.
this.
Look, they won the shirts, motherfucker.
Look, bro.
They gonna go as far as Maxey gonna take them. They're gonna go as far as Tyrese Maxey's gonna take them with or without Embiid.
Other than I forgot the damn point guard on New York. Brunson. Other than Brunson, who scares you on New York?
Nobody.
Hart.
Exactly.
Hart do.
Well, because you gonna push his thumb up your booty?
Hart
Hell yeah, that's scary as hell.
But they don't have anybody that scares you. But nobody can.
So can I say this? On New York, to me, they have that team chemistry and camaraderie with each other.
They're not the Pistons. They're not the 05
takes a
Pistons.
team to the championships. Other than OKC, I don't see that out of no other team.
I'd be more scared of the Knicks if they would still had what's the guy name? The
Porzingis
coach from last year.
or the coach?
Thibodeau.
And don't be
Thibodeau.
sleeping on OG
Yeah.
Anunoby
What's his
either.
name? Say it again.
Tom Thibodeau.
If they had Tom Thibodeau, the Knicks played more
Exactly.
rugged
I
and
agree.
physical with
I agree
Tom
with that.
Thibodeau.
So
So
you-
if this was those Knicks, I think I'm more scared of them because they had an edge to them. These Knicks just seem too soft.
So
So
you was
it's
happy.
like,
You was happy with Thibodeau never getting those teams across the threshold, and you got that much faith in Thibodeau?
what do you mean they went to the
wait a
conference finals?
Wait. If I'm not mistaken, ain't that the same coach that coached the Bulls for all those years?
He throwing
Yep.
And
shots.
y'all and the
I'm just saying.
Timberwolves.
And they were
And-
successful.
And they
were
were relevant. Thank you, Big Will. They were relevant every stop he went to. This is why he kept getting coaching jobs.
What the
You
hell
want
is
to
the
coach
point
it,
of
make
being
you relevant? You
relevant?
want to coach it win? You want to go jail or want to go home? What we doing?
Hey, you a fan of the
Rose
Chicago?
injury.
Wait, I'm sorry. Was
We don't know
Thibodeau?
what they would have been.
You a fan of the Chicago Bears franchise, and you saying what's the point of being relevant?
Wait,
That's
was
a little
Thibodeau?
wild.
Was Thibodeau? You wrong for that. Was Thibodeau? Was Thibodeau the coach of the Timberwolves at one point?
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, Timberwolves with Jimmy Butler years.
What happened there? Nothing.
Tate, only one
Nothing.
team win the championship every year,
Nothing.
but
Hold
they
on,
was
hold
in.
on. Hold on. What happened when he went to the Knicks? Nothing. That's
They
what it
went to
sound
the
like to me.
conference finals. That's nothing. The
Nothing.
conference finals is
They
nothing.
about to do the same thing with a different coach.
That's because he already didn't built the team.
Oh, here we go. But why you can't build a team to win?
That's the same as Steve Kerr coming in after Mark Jackson and taking them further. I mean, the infrastructure is already there. Brunson, Towns, Hart, all that's already there by the time Mike Brown get to. You already got something to go off of. Thibodeau is the one that brought that culture that they've been winning from.
But he couldn't get them over the hump.
They didn't give him enough time.
How much time you need? You were there for like 5 years.
BGezy, and they went to the conference finals, right? The difference between that's just like the Celtics, who all them years they kept saying Tatum and Brown. You can't win with them. You got to trade one. You got to, and then they won. They broke doing one because they kept running it back. They kept improving the roster around them. So all you needed to do was improve the roster. Maybe you don't trade 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges, and you could have had you a Giannis Antetokounmpo. You know what I'm saying? But whatever.
Here we go.
I don't think Tom Thibodeau was the problem. Hey, whatever, man. I ain't got to rehash it.
He could
But
have who?
y'all, but
He
you
could have
and
who?
T will hey, Antetokounmpo, okay? BGezy and T Tom is the only people that talk sports that think that's not an upgrade over Carl Anthony Towns. That's ridiculous.
I didn't say he wasn't better.
No, y'all acting like, well, how much is the team gonna get better if they get
That is
Antetokounmpo?
your argument.
No,
That is
man,
your
watch out.
Hey, Mr. Black. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta go rewind the tape. I can't remember what side I was on during that damn argument. I gotta go rewind the tape.
The Knicks about to be up 2-0.
Hey,
Yeah,
so check this out because we got about 10 minutes left. I really want to hit the topic that Mr. Black had on the reel.
Okay.
Mr. Black, go on, hit it.
Okay, cool. So my topic was I wanted to know. There's been talk about, of course, there's a everlasting debate of LeBron and Michael Jordan, right?
Yep.
So, I thought we were doing the Carmelo one. We doing the Jordan one or the Carmelo
do
one?
this one. Do this one
Jordan.
first.
Okay,
We get
okay.
Carmelo next
So,
week.
If we
okay,
got
so
time, we'll do Carmelo, but do this one.
okay, cool. So there's been a everlasting debate going on of Jordan versus LeBron, of course. So, the newer millennial generation and beyond that, you tend to go with LeBron, and the older school guys tend to go with Michael Jordan. So if LeBron was able to, we know the challenges he's up against with the Lakers. There's no Luka Doncic. Austin Reeves just got back. So if he's able to beat the Thunder and maybe even have a somewhat of a deep playoff run, is he going to be able to propel his argument for him over Jordan for the GOAT of all time?
All right, before anybody answer that, I want to hit Natasha's little comment. Due to the fact that she knows zero about sports.
Don't do Natasha like that. Natasha, thank you, man.
Hey,
Get the
Thank
hell
you.
out of here.
How much did
Thank
you pay
you.
her?
That's for me and her to know. That's for me and her to know. That's between our cash
Hey,
out. Don't worry about
hey,
it.
what's going on, my boy?
All right, any one of you gentlemen can tackle that. I'll go last.
Go ahead, Will.
Question is, if LeBron wins against OKC, does that change his legacy?
That put him over
When
Jordan.
it comes to the GOAT.
Do that put him over Jordan?
No. And it's not that fact that if he wins this league, I don't think there's anything he can do from this point on that's going to change how his legacy is viewed. Nothing he does from here on out is going to change how people view him. And at this point, if you don't have him already over Jordan, nothing he can do is going to make that change. I'm not, and I know there's always this debate, and it seems like you have to bash one to prop up the other, and I don't think that's the case. Like LeBron is a great of all time, one of the greatest of all time, and that's nothing to sneeze at or act like somebody's dissing him by saying that. He's just not the best, and that's okay. Like if he's one of the top five, I don't know, 5, 10 of all time, then that's something to be celebrated. You're the best in this era, and it's not even close. And that's also something to be proud of.
That's debatable, but go ahead. Hey,
Yeah.
don't turn this
Yeah.
don't turn this into another argument now. Because Steph Curry might have something to say about that. BGezy though.
That's a bad little yellow
All
man.
right, I'm gonna say this, and we had this same debate this morning because Cameron was the one who brought up the whole topic, saying that if LeBron could be OKC and do it with his son, that would propel him past Jordan. So here's my thing, as somebody who was a Jordan fan, even though I'm not from Chicago, a big Jordan fan. When you go back and look at it and you break it down strictly bare bones, you have to look at efficiency. He's been in the league for 23 years, and we're still having this argument. He has not even won as many championships as Michael Jordan, and we're still trying. It's like people are trying to boost him to a place where he really does not belong. You've been in the league for 23 years. You should have more than 4 championships. Come on, my guy. You've been in 9. You should have more than 4, right? So that's one. Then number 2, beating OKC is not no major accomplishment because you still got to win a championship. That's saying, okay, I knock off the champions, but guess what? You leave your hand in the air after you shoot a 3-pointer and the other team run back down the court and score twice. What were you doing celebrating that moment when the game wasn't done? So hell no, he would not be better than Jordan by even winning another. If he win another championship this year, he still won't be better than Jordan because last time I checked, 6 is better than 5. And when it took you 23 years to do something that he did in 15, he was more efficient and a better player than you were. You just stayed at it a little bit longer, which says what?
Damn y'all, man, for making me have to defend LeBron James. I be Jeezy, we beefing, Big Will, we beefing, and Tate, I just feel where you going. So look, damn y'all for making me have to defend LeBron James. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, okay? So first of all, BGezy, you acting like this man ain't 40, 99 years old. Okay, in basketball years, this man is as old as it gets and he's still out here giving these young boys that work on the court. So if you asking me if beating the Oklahoma City Thunder team that most think is a juggernaut in today's time because they absolutely dominated the league last year. It wasn't close. They kicked ass. They kicked everybody ass. And you telling me a Lakers team that's led by a 99-year-old man with a beat up Austin Reeves and no Luca, and they beat the Thunder. No, that's absolutely something that boosts his argument in being the GOAT. Now, again, I hate y'all for making me defend this man, but we're talking about over 20 years of playing basketball and being top five the whole time as far as players. Nobody else that's laced them up on the hardwood has been this good this long. All right. So that's what BGezy. That's not nothing LeBron could help. He did it. How did you think he was going to be able to pass Kareem? Because Kareem played like damn near 20 seasons. I remember Kareem with the whole bald head and the goggles playing basketball.
Yeah.
That man was thinking about retiring before Magic Johnson got to the Lakers. That lets you know how long he was in the league before Magic even came in. So the person that was going to break his record was going to have to be like a LeBron James. But when you talk about all-time scoring record, when he's a pass first type player, when you talk about three different championships with three different organizations and the Heat, the Cavs, and the Lakers, I think that's also not. I don't know if anybody has that and being like the main guy. So I'm saying when you factor all that in, when you factor in that he had one of his rings was probably one of the most difficult championships when he came back against the Warriors down 3-1. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying if you add that they beat a juggernaut Oklahoma City Thunder team, I'm not gonna say that this definitively makes him better than Jordan because I don't think that, but I can acknowledge the fact that this would be a belt notching on his belt, so to speak, that makes this argument a little more definitive that it's an argument for Jordan, if he does that. I gotta say that.
So let me ask you this. What if they get swept, does that hurt his legacy?
No, I honestly think he's playing with house money because he's 99.
But
I mean, who expected them to even really go past the first round?
I can't give you the argument if you saying I got a lot to win at stake, but I don't have nothing to lose.
This is why I say that, BG.
If they get swept, with or without Luka, how does that not hurt him when it's same people saying, well, Jordan got swept in the playoffs, whatever. You made it this far to get swept, and you don't want people to say, well, potentially LeBron's last game, he got swept in the playoffs. That has to have a stain on your legacy.
Okay, so wait, real quick, let me jump in because I'm finna help.
Let me respond real quick, Tate. Let me respond real quick. I'm sorry. So for one, this is not going to be his last season, so we ain't even got to talk about that. But for two, the difference between this playoff series and when they got swept versus the Nuggets in the conference finals was that in the conference finals, which I said it was a stain, is because it was still his team. Because Anthony Davis never took over as the key player on that team. But this Lakers is not his team. It's Luka's team. So it can't be a stain to me, in my opinion, because it's not his team. But because he's been in a position now to lead the Lakers because of the injuries, if he does more with that when he's not expected to, it's a notch. But if he doesn't, it's like he wasn't supposed to because Luka's hurt. That's all I wanted to say. Go ahead, Tate.
Man, I hope I can get all this in because I agree with not one, not two, not three. I agree with all y'all on certain things you said. Big Wheel, that was the most genius shit you done said in the history of our own damn sports show. I'm just messing with you, brother. But here's my opinion. LeBron James has done some phenomenal things in basketball. There's nothing that you can take away from what he has done. He has won championships with every team he's played on. He has beat what's technically the best regular season team in history. No matter what we want to say about the 72-10 Bulls, you got 73-9 Golden State. So that record is there. He beat them. Also, LeBron won the bubble title, which they said was one of the most difficult, whether people want to shit on it or not. Right? He has overcome a whole lot. However, like Big Will said, there's nothing he can do now if he has not already passed Jordan to surpass Jordan. Here's the reason why. I'll make Jordan's conversation real short and sweet. 6 championships, right? 6-0 in the finals. Never defeated at the top level, at the top game, as well as 2 3-peats. Not it's hard as hell to do 1 3-peat, let alone 2. So those stats right there put Jordan well above. And my suggestion for LeBron and other people and LeBron fans, stop measuring them against Mike. Mike is on the moon by himself. He should be one of them names that, hey, shut up. We're not even putting him in the conversation because can't nobody touch him. Okay, now how is LeBron and Kobe sizing up? Because in my opinion, I get tired of people shitting on Kobe's accomplishments and putting just projecting LeBron over Kobe without no mention of what Kobe Bryant has done.
Kobe was not a team player.
It don't matter.
Yes,
what did he
does.
do? What did he get done?
He had a better team around him than LeBron did.
Bro, are you
That's
serious?
that's why I put LeBron over Kobe.
Wait, them Lakers was garbage with Paul Gasol. I'm sorry.
Whoa. With Paul Gasol? The championship?
To beat
winning Lakers?
To beat the Garnett Celtics?
Do you remember who was on that team?
Yeah.
Do you remember who was on that team? Gasol, Odom, Kobe, Andrew Bynum.
Yeah,
no, you tripping, bro.
Bro, against the Celtics though. Look at that Celtics roster and then
no, because we talking about a Celtics roster that after the first year of Garnett, Pearson, Allen, they was old. After the first year, they was old.
The worst thing about the Celtics was Doc Rivers.
What you mean the worst thing?
Hell yeah, he sucked. Doc Rivers sucked, man.
No, don't do that, man. Don't do that. Don't do that to Doc, bro. Doc got enough of bad things on his resume for you to be trying to shit on his actual accomplishments.
One championship.
Don't do that, bro.
A 30-year coaching career.
How many coaches don't have championships, Tate?
He only got one.
That's what I be trying to say.
But how many coaches though don't have championships?
Why they was shitting on the Miami Big Three? Them motherfuckers was the first ones with the Big Three.
Who?
Boston.
Boston, yeah.
But they was all at the end of their prime. We talking about Ray Allen. Yes, they was. Yes, they was. With the Celtics? No, they were at the end of it. We're talking about KG. You remember KG for all them years, man. We was praying for KG to get out of there, man.
End of their prime.
Yes, they was,
bro. End of their prime until Miami started catching up.
So you telling me that the Celtics had a prime Jesus Shuttlesworth dropping 28 a game, Ray Allen. They had a prime KG, big ticket, 25, 13 rebounds a game. And they had a prime Paul Pierce that was giving boys 30. No, they didn't.
Hold on, sir.
No.
This is my response. This is my response. Damn it. And I said Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and Rondo, don't forget about him, and KG did not get old until the Big Three was formed in Miami, and they started catching up with them. But when they were playing the Lakers, they were in their prime.
They was not in their prime, they was at the end, man.
Y'all saying that shit because they won one championship. And
they was at the end. They was at the end, man.
Okay, I know Big Will Googling because I can see his eyes and shit. His motherfucking Googling stats.
I was looking at the game, actually. I was trying to
okay, so check this out. Let me get back to it, though.
I told you that game over.
Let me get back to it, though. You know what's one damaging thing that LeBron did that will never catch Mike? He disappeared in the finals against Dallas.
Facts.
So you gotta agree.
Understand those damaging things that LeBron has done. Although it's wonderful if he get past the Thunder with his son and all this other crap, but in my opinion, even if they won another championship, if LeBron led them to another championship, it would move the needle this much.
Yeah. Because you lost
No.
Mr. Blaq, Mr. Blaq, hold on.
Wait.
You lost 9. You lost 9.
That's number 10.
You won 4, but you want to be the GOAT.
So 5 and 10, you 5 and 10 in the finals. That's 50%. Mike is 100%.
Listen, I understand what y'all are saying, but at 4,900 years old, being the main reason why they win.
It's a wonderful
BGezy,
accomplishment, but leave Mike alone.
If Big Will was to Google how many 40-year-olds average 20 points a game, it's probably LeBron, and that's it.
Okay, so
that's it.
He the best 40-year-old to ever play the game, but he is not the best player.
But y'all diminishing in that. We're not talking about. We're talking about from 18 to 41.
I get it, but from
18.
From 18 to 41, you did not do what Michael Jordan did. From
Michael Jordan ain't do that.
Was to 40.
Look, bro. Damn, y'all. You better take this live down after this shit take, because I will not be seen defending LeBron James. But from 18 to 41, Michael Jordan went to high school, college, NBA, baseball, back to basketball, retired, back to basketball, retired again. This man has been playing straight basketball from 18 to 41 and has been the top or at the top almost every year he's been in the league as an individual.
I respect that. And
I
respect that, and I respect those accolades, but you cannot measure up to Michael Jordan. Hold on. And the reason why your ass wear the number 23 is because of the person that they trying to size you up against. That makes no sense. Makes no sense.
Hey, Tate, look, that's the same. Make no mistake. I'm a filmmaker, right? I'm a director.
Right.
John Singleton is one of the GOATs for me. Now,
Absolutely.
Now, do I want to be compared to John Singleton? Nah, I don't. If somebody gave me a compliment and said, you remind me of John Singleton, the way your filmmaking style, I'll take that. I'll appreciate it. But make no mistake, I'm trying to be better than John Singleton. So, of course, in my work, you might see shades, you might see influences of John Singleton. Similar with LeBron having shades of Michael influence, the 23, the chalk, all that, because that was his hero. But make no mistake, he's out to be better than him. So I can't fault him for that mentality. I can't fault him for that mentality.
I got a funny. So I get on one of Mr. Blaq's sets, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you arrive on set with a John Singleton jersey on.
Oh. Me?
You got a John Singleton jersey on, but I'm gonna say you better than him.
No. He got the number, Tate. He ain't have a Michael Jordan jersey on. Hey, listen.
You idolize that man.
Everybody has somebody they idolize.
Absolutely.
Everybody do. Yeah. So Jordan was that for a lot of us. Don't get me wrong. Now, and look, I'm just trying to be objective so we all wouldn't be kumbaya.
Oh, absolutely.
Y'all know I'm a Jordan guy, but I'm just saying that there is an argument for LeBron to be able to do some things that we know that Kobe, Jordan, Kareem, any of these guys that are looked at in that light in the Hall of Fame, they wasn't able to do at 41. So if you telling me that a LeBron James led team where he was the third scoring option pretty much the whole year and had to pretty much fit in where he got in, for him to be able to lead the Lakers team and they actually do something when he's expected to just be the guy like who just blended in, I'm gonna say that's helpful for his argument over Jordan. I ain't saying it gets him the W. I'm just saying that it helps. That's about as far as I could go.
I'm gonna put a button on this. The only way. Okay, go ahead.
Maybe we can end it like this. Let's give our top 5.
No, hell no, because that'll be another hour with you with y'all.
I'll get it real quick. I'll get it
Man,
real quick.
I got a button on this bitch. I got a button.
Okay.
We're gonna put a button. The only way LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan and can beat Michael Jordan is if they sons played against each other.
Is it what?
If they sons played against each other, that's it.
Jordan's sons is trash, man.
Trash.
Trash.
Yeah,
They should have.
Garbage.
Them boys should have sold cars or something. Them boys, wow.
Hey man, my daddy doing all that. I don't need to do much. I can wreck my car, snort a little powder, date white women.
They ain't good for nothing but color schemes for new Jordans and shit. But we going to what Will's watching right now. Will, you got something?
I didn't have anything, but I will give a little quick review. I did go see Michael.
I agree, Mr. Black.
My thought,
Mr. Dillinger, my fault.
My quick thoughts on Michael was a lot of people said it was good. A lot of people said could have been better. I'm in that mindset. I mean, it wasn't trash. Definitely worth going to see for sure. I expected more, and I know it's gonna be spoiler alert. I know it's gonna be a sequel, but I expected, I guess, more of his music to be featured in the movie, and I know it was about him. And I'm glad it was about him as a person. It was kind of big time jumps, especially if they knew it was gonna be a sequel. Like they didn't spend as much time as him. Like they kind of did this big time jump from him going from, I guess, 10 years old all the way up to a teenager, and then like they didn't really spend a lot of time with the Jackson 5 and their performances as a group when they were young. So I could have seen a little bit more of that. But as far as himself and the movie, it was a decent watch. I just expected a little bit more. No, but them knowing this is going to be a sequel.
Can I piggyback off that?
Mr. Black, I'm gonna let you have it.
Okay.
But I'm gonna just say this: it's only so much you can fit in a 1 hour or 2 hour movie.
Agreed.
So, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mr. Black.
No, so I get what you're saying, Big Will. So this is the problem. First of all, it should have never been a biopic, and this is why. Because Michael Jackson has too much data for a biopic. So we're talking about kid Michael to grown ass man Mike making music. Hits all in between that. So the biopic, you can only cover so much ground. My issue with it is that it's not a real storyline. Now, don't get me wrong, Michael Jackson is one of the few people on the earth where it doesn't matter. People are going to sign up just to see somebody doing a great impression of Michael Jackson. That's what the movie is. Jafar by far did a great job. You can tell he took it serious. He studied, he prepared. So I give that man kudos for his portrayal of his uncle. But there was no real depth there. We didn't get any insight to Michael Jackson. Like, well, who was his best friend during this time? He didn't have no love interest. He didn't, and then they said the Bubbles timeline was inaccurate according to what really happened in real life. Bubbles in the movie came by too fast according to them. But I'm saying, so the only insight we really got was that his relationship with his mother was better than his father, but who didn't know that? You know what I'm saying? We got a little insight on his struggle for independence with his father, but again, who didn't know that? So I'm saying, like the controversy with MTV, to me, that's a point you can tackle more. Obviously, Michael Jackson, that was something he was aware of, that his videos wasn't getting played on MTV. It's only one scene in the movie about that. Also, there's a rivalry he had with Jermaine Jackson as his brother, to where they was going back and forth for a little while behind the scenes. Give me insight into that. It's certain conflict points that a movie needs to give us depth into the character. What story are you telling about Michael Jackson? So to me, they missed the mark on that. So like Big Will said, there is plans for a sequel they're talking about. But to be honest with you, Tate, I don't know what the movie is about because they left the controversy out of this one because of a legal clause in the agreement. So you can't even tackle certain aspects of the controversy. So what are you really going to talk about in the second one when we've already hit the peak of his music in the first? The second one is you got to start from the Dangerous album. So not to say there wasn't some slaps on her. Remember the time? Cool. But the peak of it, what everybody wanted to see, Thriller, Bad, Off the Wall, well, that's covered in the first one. So to me, I don't know what they're gonna do with it. I don't think it's gonna be as interesting. But like Will said, it's worth to watch if you're a Michael Jackson fan.
Also, real quick. Also, and from what I've heard, Janet didn't sign up for the movie. That's why she was missing. Like, but that's a big part. Like, she was in the family. The only person you showed was Latoya. Like, Janet was also a major part of the family. So they should have got her input. Now, again, I know from what I've heard, she wasn't happy with the movie just because she felt like Jermaine is using this movie to launch Jafar's career, acting career. Um, but like, she should have been more influence or in the movie and put her input in the movie because I'm pretty sure she could have added some more context and color to his overall
I
story.
think that's hard to do, Big Will, just because of the time frame they covered. She's not really relevant in the Jackson 5 years, and she only started to become of age really
They were
after the
gone.
Bad album. You know what
They
I'm
were
saying? Into the '90s. So I'm thinking, to me, it's not really a big deal that she's missing from this movie. I think if you do the sequel, you have to have Janet in the sequel because she's the only other Jackson that was as or got close to relevance. I don't even know if close is a good word, but the other only Jackson that mattered outside of the Jackson Five, we can say that.
Yep. You ain't
So
lying.
And
because of
apparently they had the
that,
best relationship, her and Janet. I mean, her
right?
and Mike.
Him and
So
Janet.
she
So in the part two, she has to be. My point is that I read something the other day that said Antoine Fuqua wasn't even a part of the reshoots because he was having issues with the family and their influence on the movie. I don't know if that's right or wrong because it came from Google and social media. But if it is right, well, now you're changing directors probably on part two. So
And it's gonna
now
be
it's
horrible.
not it's gonna be different. I'm not gonna say horrible take, but I'm gonna say different because what you
Okay.
can do to a part two, you can't give us a movie that's real surface level and no depth in the first one, and then give us that in the second movie. They're not cohesive. They're not. It's not a continuing storyline from one to two that's following the story of Michael Jackson. To me, they should have did a limited series that had a big budget that covered about 8 to 10 episodes, like
Yep.
Big Will said, going from Jackson 5 all the
Yep.
way up to the controversy to where he was at, when he passed away. If you do a limited series, you can cover all that ground. But if you do a biopic, there's only so much you can put in there because it's 2 hours. Big Will, I think you can agree. We was there for 2 hours, and I still felt like, what did we get? We just got a bunch of dancing, a bunch of singing, and a few points of they briefly touched on the Villalago. They didn't really get into that a lot. The only thing that I learned take that I can say that I didn't know, and this is because I just didn't look into it. I didn't know when the incident was Pepsi was as big as it was. I didn't know he almost died from that
Yep.
incident. I
oh
thought
yeah.
it was
Yep.
more of a superficial thing. I didn't
Right.
know that it was real serious like that.
Nah,
So
he
that
almost
is
burned up.
something that I did learn from the movie was how serious that was. But
So
that's
hold
about
on.
it.
Hold on. So I'm sorry, BGezy. Did you have something real quick? Because I'm gonna go
No, I
in.
was just saying about the Pepsi thing. Like, we heard that down here. I know somebody that knew him very well, and the Pepsi thing almost took him out.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like, I don't know how much that ever made it public, but I think that there were probably people around him that they could have contacted to get parts of the story that they never really touched on. It was a lot of controversy around him about a lot of things. So I don't know. I don't think they're done by any stretch of the imagination with it. I think probably a lot of the people who were related to him that knew him didn't want to be a part of it, and that's why you got limited information.
So is it fair to say you can have more Michael Jackson parts than Rocky and Creed, and you still can't cover Michael Jackson fully? You
Right.
can't. It's impossible.
Yeah.
So with me, I like the little nuggets that was given to us regarding, again, going back to the Pepsi situation. We had no idea. We thought it just burned his curl. We didn't know that man had that degree of burn and it was threatening his life and melted his damn
Hey,
skin on his head. We didn't know that. We
Right.
thought it just burned
Right.
his curl. Okay, he'll grow his curl back. Come on, get up and perform some more.
Right.
We didn't even know he had issues with wanting to perform, wanting to get back on stage. Also, in my opinion, this is my opinion. I didn't know the Villa Lago. How you say this?
Yeah, Villa Lago.
Villa Lago. I didn't know it was that serious.
I didn't
I
know that.
personally didn't know he was wearing the glove to hide the Villa Lago, because we saw Michael Jackson black, Michael Jackson white. We didn't see the little different colorations that they go through. I didn't know that the reason why he went the white side is because it's better to paint 20% of white than 80% of black.
Right.
You know, it's little things like that. I ain't gonna lie, I learned from the movie. Now, what will be genius in the sequels? Is it fair to say sequels, Mr. Blaq? You the expert. Big Will, you the expert as well. Is it fair to say the sequels of this?
I think you'll get a part 2. I don't think you'll get a part 3. I think you'll get a part 2.
I'm gonna tell you like this: what will be brilliant is from here on out. It would have been brilliant this time, but from here on out, name the sequels after whatever album you're portraying that time to be in.
Yep, remember the time.
All the way to This Is It. You can go all the way.
I think that's limited series, Tate. I think that's the name of the episode
I
in the
think they
limited
Godzilla
series.
in it though. I think they Godzilla in it though, because yes, you can give everybody the buffet. You can give it to them all at once, but why not drag it out if you're gonna make 300 million every time you drop a movie?
I don't think they are. I don't.
think
So,
they'll do that.
I
don't
beg to differ.
I don't even think you spend another $150 million on the sequel, Tate. And this is just because of what I said. The majority of Michael Jackson fans are with him from Jackson 5 to Bad. That's the peak of his music catalog. Dangerous was cool. History was all right, but we're talking about Jackson 5 to Bad. That's the peak. We got that in the first movie. In the second movie, it's gonna have to be more about conflict, because the music part you covered a lot of that in the first movie.
Hold on. Time out. I got it. However, this is Michael Jackson we talking about.
I get
We
it.
talking about the only man I know that had grown men passing out at his damn concert.
Facts. Never
That
seen
was
that
wild.
Bro, you ain't never
That was
seen
wild.
nothing like Mike, and you may never see nothing like Mike again. And it's
You won't.
some of us that will literally go to the movies just to enjoy the music portion of
Right.
the movie. That's
I
why
get it.
people was dressing up, cosplaying name a star where they cosplayed going to the show to see their movie. They biopic.
See, we're talking about two different things, though, Tate. You're talking about impact, and I'm talking about the actual movie. I'm talking about
I feel you on that.
that's what I'm saying. I don't think they did it right with how they did the movie. The
Bro,
impact, you right.
I ain't gonna lie. They could just say fuck it and put up an old Michael Jackson concert,
Yep.
and it's going to make money. That's the effect in which Michael Jackson had on. Why are we even still talking about Michael Jackson? How many generations are we away from? But that's the effect of Michael Jackson.
That's why the first movie was going to do what it was going to do. I'm just saying.
That's why they fighting right now, because they know damn well they drop a sequel, that's gonna be another 300 million.
I just give you an example of what I'm talking about. Ray with Jamie Foxx,
beautiful.
That tackled the good, the bad, and the ugly of Ray Charles's life and career. Michael Jackson in the biopic, he's only a hero.
Yeah.
So I'm saying if you're asking people to get up out of their homes, because we know that streaming has taken over everything. So if you asking people to actually go to the movie theater more than once to see something about a person, even Michael Jackson, even it being, it has to be a hook. So basically what I'm saying is, for the second movie, I don't think they have a hook, because I think they wasted it all on the first movie. That's why I think it should have been a limited series.
I respect you are the baddest man in the DFW area when it comes to these damn movies. But when we talking about Michael Jackson, he's a draw by himself. He don't need no drama. See, when you talk about Ray, much respect. But Ray is an ant compared to Michael Jackson.
Facts.
Damn, you ain't have to do all that, Tate.
I love Ray.
You ain't have to do all
Jamie
that.
Jamie killed it. But I don't want to see Ray Part 2.
That's an Oscar-winning
I want to
movie
see.
right there. That's an
I want to
Oscar-winning
see.
movie.
I want to
Okay,
see the
have you
next
seen part
Michael
one?
Jackson and the
Have you
next
seen
Michael
part
Jackson.
one,
Now, part one of who?
Michael?
Yeah. Now, wait, time
Okay,
out. Before you say that, I saw the Jacksons movie,
American Dream.
The Michael Jackson with Flex,
Oh,
which was
you watched
good.
that?
I
That's
watched.
crazy.
There's another Michael Jackson being in Never Never Land. I watched.
Yeah, you a
I
wild
got
boy,
the
Tate.
I got the Dangerous record and the History record album.
I heard you.
Nigga, I probably got the glove glowing in my closet
Now
somewhere.
you tell me what songs, because I'm gonna tell you the songs that was in the Michael Jackson this movie. You got Thriller album. You
Yes,
got Off the Wall. You got Bad. You
yes.
tell me when the second movie, right? Because if we making the second movie like the first one, where it's a lot of concert, a lot of music, what songs are you gonna have for that one?
Okay, so let me get my mind right.
All right,
Because remember when he married Elvis' daughter?
I remember that.
You don't think folks gonna want to see a little bit of that story?
That's true.
That's the
And
question. I think he said, how much are they going to show?
and
Because I
I don't
didn't.
wait. Listen to me, because you asked me a music question. All them
Right.
songs that he was singing to Lisa Marie Presley or whatever the hell her name was.
What songs?
Damn. See, you got my mind. You know I ain't good with dumping names like that. But don't you ever stop Michael Jackson at the music that he made right on that movie where they ended it. That man got
All right.
hits. That man
Okay.
got hits for years after that.
I think no, you don't. No, you don't. I
Okay.
ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay.
No, he don't. He
Okay.
got he
Now
got he
you
got remember the
now
time.
you okay.
You
What?
are
Give me a
not
year. Give me a
alone.
year. Give me a year. Give me a year.
Go remember the time. That's
Look,
91.
No.
I would say for
Wait.
me personally, my
Wait.
favorite
Hold on.
Michael
Time
Jackson
out. Time
song
out real
came
quick.
after that is Butterflies.
Are
That's
you
my favorite Michael
serious,
Butterflies.
Jackson song.
bro?
You
That's my
rock
favorite
my
Michael Jackson
world.
song.
The only
You love
reason
you
why
rock my world. Go
hold
ahead.
on. The only reason why people will watch Free Willy is because of the song at the end by Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, Tate, and I'm still telling you, you talking about 4 songs. When the man got a whole Jackson 5 to Bad in the first movie to go off of. In the
Uh-huh.
second movie, we got 4 songs maybe. That's
Y'all
what we
crazy.
got.
You
All
are
right.
insane.
Okay.
You're insane when it comes to Michael Jackson.
Okay. So
What about
besides,
Moonwalker? When did that come out? That's
so
the album. That
What?
who
What
movie.
album?
who
Moonwalker?
That was before. Oh
yeah, I
wait,
don't
wait,
remember
wait,
that in
wait,
the
wait.
later part.
Moonwalker.
So this is what I remember. I remember Dangerous after Bad, right? I remember History, which is the combining of the old and the new,
Where did
and
the first
then
movie leave off? That's what I want to know.
Bad.
Okay, so after Bad, bro.
All
Hold
right.
on. Hold on. You got Dangerous.
Okay.
Invincible was a crazy album.
All right, bro.
Crazy album. Then
What
you got
name 2 songs off Invincible without looking?
then they
Name
ran
2.
then they ran History past and present back. They ran it back. So it got some old hits, but it got some new hits on History past and present as well.
Hey, you ain't saying nothing, brother. You just
This
proving my point.
this is it.
We limited, baby.
Immortal. And there's some hits that they didn't even cover. They didn't even cover it on the
All
in the
right,
movie.
Tate. Because they're gonna do a sequel, let's just revisit this topic right here after we see what they do with the movie. But I'm
That's
telling you
fair.
right now, they
No,
gave
no.
us all.
I
They
got
gave us
them.
the burger and fries in the first one.
I
Now
got
we got a
them.
potato
They gonna
salad
call you.
and corn left. That's what we got. That's all I'm
No,
saying.
damn that. They gonna
All
call
right.
you and you gonna shoot the damn sequel.
They
Yes,
should have shot me to shoot the
we gonna
first
make
one.
it happen.
Because I would have gave the people the Michael Jackson story. We
Uh-huh.
didn't get no story. Take this. So just my final point.
The story
I'm
was
not
killer right
arguing
there.
with you over impact, brother. Impact wise, there'll never be another Michael Jackson. There'll never be a man that makes the Americans get up off their ass and go buy an album in the store,
Right.
wait in line for it. There
Yep.
will never be that again because we have gotten lazy. Nobody even makes music that great anymore for us to
Facts.
even be waiting on it.
Facts.
So I agree with you on impact. My problem is not that Michael Jackson didn't have enough to cover, but that they refused to cover it in the first movie to set it up to where you're looking for the sequel because you're looking for it. There's so many things you can cover. If they tackle what makes Michael Jackson a person and not a hero in the first one, I think you have a better case for a sequel that's intriguing. But to me, the first one was just a homage movie for everybody that loves Michael Jackson to just get excited to see somebody do a very, very good impression of Michael Jackson. I don't know how you get people to do that a second time and you're not giving them conflict and drama points. That's all I'm saying.
I feel you on that. And yeah, we like when it comes to Mike. Well, let me tell you this. First of all, one thing I appreciate, and the last thing I appreciate about Michael Jackson is he did it longer than LeBron James. Now, in saying that, we gonna get out of here.
It's
Well,
close.
I'm sorry, I might have cut you off, man. You had anything else you wanted to wrap up on that, man?
No,
Big
that
Will.
was it.
Big Will.
No, that was it.
You sure? All right.
Yep.
So let's put a button on this, man. Man, our own damn sports show every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Rocking it on Bold and Driven EP. Make sure y'all tune in, like, share, and subscribe to Bold and Driven EP. Hey, because we give it to y'all every night. On Thursday night, tomorrow night, tune in to Authentic Ears by Kenya B and D Spoon. Also, turn the week around, and on Monday, tune in to The T is for Tracy. And then after that, you can't miss TMI News with myself, Mr. TMI Tate, and you never know who I will have. I might bring Mr. Blaq ass on there so we can debate some more.
Yeah,
about
we
Mike.
need to talk. We need to talk some more.
Right.
Yeah.
We got beef, goddammit. We gonna slide this over to Tuesday night. No, I'm just messing with you. It was great kicking it with you fellas, man. Shout out to Tea Time who's handling business, so he'll be out for the next couple of weeks. But I'll go ahead and fill in for the brother. So before I say anything, any one of y'all want to put a button on any sports topic before we get out of here?
I got one last thing to say. The good folks in Seattle got back to me, and they wanted me to let you know, BGezy, that quit shitting on they city, baby. The Supersonics are coming back to Seattle, baby. Woo!
I hope so. Are you bullshitting or is that for real?
Nah, I'm just messing with BGezy. I'm just
Damn,
messing
man,
with
I want them back. Okay, go ahead. My fault, BGs.
Now that's it. I want to see some good basketball this playoff. I want to see some interesting, some memorable, some epic moments.
Big Will.
Man, I'm gonna give my little. I know I'm the only baseball fan out here, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give my love to my White Sox. They 2 games from being 500, 1 game out of first place. Yeah, that means the division is trash, but I don't give a damn. Take advantage while you can. Shout out to Munetaka Murakami. He's leading the league in home
What kind
run.
of sandwich is that?
Right.
Munetaka Murakami. He's a rookie. He's leading the league in home run. So let's go.
Well, I mean, since we throwing baseball around, shout out to the first place Cubs. Yeah, we doubled the wins than we have losses. So hey, shout out to, and I think they went on like a 10-game winning streak, if I'm not mistaken. So shout out to the first place Cubs. They doing their thing. Just don't conk out in the end. God damn it.
I don't know what the Rangers doing, but shout out to the Rangers anyway.
Hey man, I was a lifelong Braves fan. I started watching them when Turner put them on. Since we started with Turner, we're gonna end with Turner when Turner had them on TBS and TNT back in like 90, 91. I was there from worst to first. So peace up, A-Town down. I'm a Braves fan for life.
And RIP to Ted Turner, man. That's
yes, sir.
Hey.
Good man.
R.I.P. Ted Turner.
Man. All right, so we gonna get out of here, y'all. Man, it's been real, and y'all been watching what? Y'all are on.
Damn.
Sports
show.
We out of here, y'all. We'll holla. Peace.
Yeah.